All right, thanks for staying with us. It's time to take a quick look at the papers this morning. Very, very troubling headlines, as you would expect. We have a lecturer at the University of Lagos, Dr. Dan Ekere. Good morning and thanks for joining us.
You're welcome.
Thanks.
We're going to try as much as possible to breeze through all of these headlines so that we can get as much in. We'll begin with a punch. Shock, anger as thugs invade Senate, escape with mace. National Assembly gives IG DSS 24 hours to recover mace. Ekweremadu meets Osinbajo as FG orders investigation. Of course, other riders there. Has impunity, banditry, lawlessness come full circle in Nigeria? Is that what we're witnessing?
Well, it has never left before, so it has always been the trend. Yeah, what transpired at the National Assembly yesterday clearly attests to that fact, because and it wasn't just a reaction of thuggery. I mean, to the mace itself. What prompted it is another issue we need to look at, because so far the National Assembly has never presented itself as a lawful body, a body set up by law and yet making law through lawlessness, because there have been court rulings to the effect that the National Assembly on its own cannot just suspend the senator, cannot suspend a member of House of Reps.
Indeed.
That is it. So
okay, what else do we have here? We're going to leave that because we're going to be discussing that, of course, this morning. In the meantime, health workers' strike paralyzes hospitals in Nigeria.
Shocking, but it has been the trend. Over time, government reaches agreement with labor unions, and at the end, renege on their position.
No, their side of the deal.
So at the end of the day, when you don't meet those terms of agreement, you are bound to go back to the same.
But of course, government says we have met you halfway. Be patient with us to deliver on the rest of your demands. U.S. urges Nigeria to change tactics against Boko Haram. Of course, there have been calls for a change of service chiefs. Retired SARS boss shoots self dead in Ogun. Sex for Mark. Committee recommends indefinite suspension of professor.
All right, we'll go to the nation quickly. Major story expectedly is still on the action film that was acted on the floor of the Senate yesterday. Outrage as thugs snatch mace and Senate invasion. APC, PDP, ACF, National Assembly, others condemn attack. Government orders probe. So since we already talked about that, we'll go atop the paper on the left. Senate reps dump plan to override Buhari's veto. Those in support say aye?
Aye. Because, the Senate should always, work as a body set up by law, and at the same time, sometimes should be able to assert its authority, but it must equally recognize that it is not on its own. The Senate, that is the National Assembly, the executive, the judiciary are all the bodies that constitute the government.
Yes,
so
absolutely.
they must always realize that they are working in the interests of Nigerians. So whatever they are doing, there shouldn't be any form of, ego kind of thing, Look at how it will benefit the public.
So would you say that those calling for a stay of action on the reordering of the election have had their way? Is that what's playing out?
I do not think they've actually had their way, because we're yet to see the end of this. But if you ask me, I would wish that the order of the elections, as the Senate has proposed, should be the way it should go.
Well, quickly now, fresh crisis over tenure extension in APC. Oyegun's NWC sends curious letter to INEC. Well, it seems that the pro-Oyegun faction of the APC is not leaving the position without a fight.
Obviously, they will live without a fight, but they should follow the law. Yeah, I mean, executive has a tenure, and once your tenure is over, the right thing to do is to quit and perhaps seek re-election if you are still qualified for that. I think that's the only thing to do. So the question of try to show, some show of force or whatever does not make anything better. We should try and deepen the practice of democracy even in our political parties.
Okay, and from the Daily Sun, madness is how they've been able to describe what happened in the Red Chamber yesterday. Gang attacks Senate, seizes mace, and Senator, 4 others arrested. Outrage over desecration of Parliament, even as Ekweremadu briefs Osinbajo. All right, 13 soldiers killed, 7 injured in exercise Ayema Patuma. That's Defense Headquarters telling us there. Of course, soldiers on the front line of the war
quite a number of soldiers have lost their lives, just like and a good number of Nigerians have been killed with respect to this Boko Haram attack, the insurgency generally. And but I'm equally very worried about, you know, the way and manner sometimes the military forces are taken on. In some cases, it seems as if they are not prepared. You know, but
as a result of being ill-equipped or being ill-motivated, and
I don't think it's just about motivation. Even the equipment.
Yes.
How well are they equipped? To what extent can they actually tell that something is about to happen? Is it that, you know, when they are rounded off before you now begin to...
Don't you think the president is now about to address the problem with, you know, the approval of the $1 billion?
The $1 billion will not even solve the problem. How are we so sure that the $1 billion will go
expended
into...
where it should go? All right, Benue government alleges plot by hired mercenaries to attack communities. Now that's taking it to a totally different dimension there.
All right, we'll go to the Vanguard again. Still on the Mace drama. Questions as thugs overrun National Assembly security to steal maize with multiple riders, which of course questions really the Vanguard is posing. Why did a suspended senator come to Senate with non-state escorts? How did a suspended senator gain entrance into the Senate chambers? Why did the Senate leadership allow a suspended member sit at plenary? I acted on legal advice. That's the Senator Omagege, the one in the eye of the storm now. And then matters should be probed. That's the federal government.
And those are the questions we're going to be asking this morning too.
Those are the core questions, really.
Yeah.
Then, yes, we talked about this. The reps drop change of election sequence bill as bill suffers setback in Senate. Nigeria should raise VAT to increase revenue. IMF. Will Nigerians like that?
Well, I think Christine Lagarde, or what is this? She'll focus on her country about this VAT thing. You know, why is she so worried about our VAT?
She's saying, look, our VAT is about the lowest in the world.
So what is her business with that? What is her business about it?
Well, she wants her economy to grow. That's her job.
How passionate is she about our economy? It's just the greed.
Nigeria is like the superpowers in Africa.
They feast on us. That is why she's so bothered about that. You know, that is not the only way to increase, you know, revenue generation. Why is she not looking at other, you know, areas? Why is she so concerned about that? They are all criminals, all of them. You know, they propose all manner of things so that they can, you know, all the loot we are talking about are taken to their country, so they benefit from it. At the end of the day, they come up with all manner of loans and the rest that they just...
we can never meet
it's quite interesting, if you recall, that it was the same IMF that was saying earlier, months ago, that Nigerians are getting poorer.
And at the same time, they were equally talking about Nigeria should not be, you know, seeking loans.
Too much
at the same, you know, all manner of proposals are coming from them, but they've not addressed the main issues.
So they are speaking from both sides.
Okay,
this day is our final paper this morning. Disbelief, outrage over theft of maize, attempted coup in Senate. Of course, this has been described as an assault against Nigeria's democracy. National Assembly gives security agencies 24 hours to retrieve maize. I wonder what's happened with that maize, because the plenary continued anyhow with another maize that just showed up from somewhere. And some people have been saying maybe it's experiences learned from the Okadigbo
experience and got a new one.
In fact, the Okadigbo legacy has a lot of lessons to learn from.
All right, that wraps the newspaper review segment. Well, thank you very much, but we'll still hold you on so that you can talk to us about this. We'll go on a short break now.